Do algorithms run your life? A bold question to begin, but one that resonates with more truth than you might realize. Algorithms, those invisible lines of code, are the silent puppet masters of our digital world. They hum behind the screens, working tirelessly, pulling the strings that influence the content we consume, the products we buy, the news we read, and even the people we interact with. Imagine a day in your life. You wake up, check your social media feeds, and there they are, algorithms, curating a personalized stream of updates, posts, and ads, all tailored to your tastes, your clicks, your likes, and shares. You might think you're in control, but in reality, it's these complex lines of code that are subtly guiding your digital journey. Then, you head over to your favorite online shopping platform. As you browse, you notice suggestions popping up, products that pique your interest. That's not a coincidence. It's the work of recommendation algorithms, analyzing your past purchases, your browsing history, even your abandoned carts, to predict what you might want to buy next. Moving on, you decide to unwind with some streaming entertainment. But what to watch? Don't worry. The platform's algorithm has a list of recommendations ready for you, based on what you've watched before, what others with similar tastes have enjoyed, and a myriad of other factors. And it doesn't stop there. Algorithms are everywhere, from the route you take to work suggested by your navigation app to the personalized newsfeed that keeps you updated with the world. But here's the catch. While these algorithms offer convenience, they also shape our choices, preferences, and behaviors in ways we often don't realize. They create a digital echo chamber, reinforcing our existing beliefs and tastes, potentially stifling our exposure to new ideas and perspectives. So, are we truly in control, or are we just marionettes dancing to the tune of these invisible puppet masters? Unseen, they pull the strings, silently shaping our world. Ever wondered how Netflix always knows what you'd like to watch next? Well, the answer lies in the heart of their complex recommendation algorithm. This algorithm is like a master puppeteer, subtly guiding our viewing choices and to a large extent dictating what we consume on the platform. Let's delve a bit deeper into how this works. Netflix collects colossal amounts of data from its users, including what they watch, when they watch, how frequently they watch, and even how long they pause or fast forward. This data is then fed into the algorithm, which uses machine learning to predict what each user would most likely enjoy watching next. This is why when you log into Netflix, the list of recommended shows often feels so personal and accurate. But does this algorithm merely reflect our preferences, or does it also shape them? Evidence suggests the latter. The algorithm's recommendations can lead us down viewing paths we might not have ventured down on our own. For instance, if you watch a few romantic comedies, the algorithm might start suggesting more of the same, thus nudging you towards becoming a rom-com fan, even if you weren't one to begin with. And it's not just about individual viewers. The algorithm's suggestions also influence Netflix's content production. Netflix's original series such as Stranger Things and The Crown were commissioned based on insights gleaned from viewer data. By analyzing viewing patterns, Netflix could predict these shows would be hits even before they were produced. This data-driven approach to content creation is a game changer, enabling Netflix to cater to niche audiences and produce content that might otherwise have been deemed too risky. However, this also raises some concerns. If the algorithm is driving content production, is there a risk of homogeneity in what we watch? Could this lead to a narrowing of our viewing horizons as we're constantly fed more of what we've already shown we like? And what about the risk of echo chambers, where we're only exposed to content that reinforces our existing preferences and beliefs? Furthermore, could this algorithm-based approach be stifling creativity and originality in content creation? If decisions are based solely on data, is there room for the unconventional, the unexpected, the unproven? These questions are crucial as we navigate the increasingly algorithm-driven world of digital entertainment. It's clear that the Netflix algorithm has significant power in shaping our viewing habits and the content that's produced. But it's also clear that we need to be aware of its potential pitfalls and think critically about the content we consume. So, the next time you settle down for a Netflix binge, remember this. We think we choose our shows, but in reality, the algorithm chooses for us. Why does Amazon seem to read your mind when it comes to product recommendations? Well, it's not magic, it's machine learning. Amazon uses a complex algorithm to anticipate your needs based on your previous purchases, items you've searched for, and even products you've viewed but didn't buy. This algorithm is a virtual crystal ball, constantly evolving and learning from every interaction you have on the platform. What does this mean for your shopping habits? It means that Amazon is subtly shaping your purchasing behavior. You may think you're in control, but in reality, the algorithm is gently nudging you towards certain products and brands. It's like having a personal shopper who knows your taste better than you do. Consider this. You're browsing for a new coffee maker. You've looked at a few models, but you're not quite ready to make a decision. The next time you log in, Amazon's homepage is filled with coffee makers, the ones you viewed, similar models, and even some you hadn't considered. There's a good chance you'll end up buying one of these suggestions. If this has happened to you, you've experienced the power of Amazon's recommendation algorithm. This algorithm isn't just helpful for customers, it's also a powerful tool for Amazon. It drives consumer behavior, steering shoppers towards products they might not have considered otherwise. By predicting what you're likely to buy next, Amazon can stock up on those items, reducing the chance of running out of stock and increasing their sales. But there's a flip side to this coin. As the algorithm learns more about your preferences, it becomes more effective at influencing your decisions. This can lead to a sort of echo chamber effect, where you're continually shown products that align with your existing preferences, making it harder to discover new things. Moreover, there's a question of privacy. Are we comfortable with a company knowing so much about our shopping habits? It's a trade-off, and one that each of us must weigh individually. And then there's the potential for manipulation. Could a company tweak its algorithm to promote certain products over others for reasons that have nothing to do with your preferences? It's a troubling thought, and one that highlights the need for transparency and oversight in the use of these algorithms. So, the next time you're shopping on Amazon and you see a product recommendation that seems eerily accurate, remember, it's not a coincidence. It's the result of a sophisticated algorithm analyzing your behavior, predicting your needs, and subtly shaping your shopping habits. The algorithm does more than suggest products, it shapes our buying habits. As we move forward in the digital age, it's crucial to understand these invisible forces that guide our choices and to question the balance of power in our increasingly algorithm-driven world. Does your social media feed reflect your interests, or does it shape them? This question is more complex than it may first appear. It's a question that opens up a wide-ranging discussion about the role of algorithms in our digital lives. Let's dive in. Algorithms are the invisible conductors orchestrating our social media feeds. They analyze our online behavior, our likes, shares, and comments, and use this information to curate a personalized feed designed to keep us engaged for as long as possible. However, these algorithms are not merely passive observers. They are active participants, shaping our perceptions and opinions. They do this by showing us content that aligns with our existing beliefs and interests, creating an echo chamber that amplifies our views and shields us from dissenting perspectives. This phenomenon, known as filter bubble, has far-reaching implications. It affects our understanding of the world and our interactions with others. If we only see content that confirms our views, we are less likely to be exposed to different perspectives, which can limit our ability to engage in constructive dialogue and foster mutual understanding. Algorithms also influence our perceptions of reality. For instance, if a person frequently engages with posts about climate change, the algorithm might infer that this person is interested in environmental issues and show them more content related to this topic. This can shape their perception of the world, making them believe that environmental issues are more prevalent or urgent than they actually are. Moreover, the algorithms can also amplify misinformation and fake news. Since they prioritize engagement, they often promote sensational and controversial content that can mislead users and distort their understanding of reality. But it's not all doom and gloom. Algorithms can also be a force for good. They can expose us to new ideas, cultures, and communities that we might not encounter in our offline lives. They can help us discover new interests and passions and connect us with like-minded individuals from all corners of the globe. Yet, it's important to remember that algorithms are not neutral. They're designed by humans, and they reflect the biases and assumptions of their creators. As users, we need to be aware of this and approach our social media feeds with a critical eye. In conclusion, the impact of algorithms on our social media experience is profound. They shape our online environment, influencing our perceptions, opinions, and understanding of the world. They have the power to both narrow and broaden our horizons, to both confirm and challenge our beliefs. As we navigate our digital lives, it's crucial that we remain aware of this influence and take steps to ensure that our social media feeds are a reflection of our interests and not just a product of algorithmic manipulation. After all, the algorithm doesn't just show us the world, it shapes our view of it. What does it mean for society when algorithms shape our choices? This is a question that has been at the forefront of our minds as we delve deeper into the digital era. When we allow algorithms to guide our choices, we step into a world where our preferences are predetermined, where our choices are influenced and, in some cases, controlled. The echo chamber effect, a phenomenon where we are continually exposed to information that reinforces our existing beliefs, is one of the main implications of these algorithm-based recommendation systems. This echo chamber can limit our exposure to diverse perspectives, and that's not always a good thing. It can lead to polarization, where society becomes more and more divided because people are only exposed to viewpoints similar to their own. It can also stifle creativity and innovation, as we become trapped in a loop of sameness, never venturing out to explore new ideas or perspectives. But it's not just about the echo chamber. There are other serious implications too. With algorithms shaping our choices, there's also the potential for manipulation. We've seen instances where these systems have been used to sway public opinion, influence elections, and even incite violence. This is a clear demonstration of the power that these algorithms hold over us, and it's a stark reminder of the need for transparency and regulation. And let's not forget the impact on our privacy. These recommendation systems need data to function, lots and lots of data. Every click, every like, every purchase, all of it is fodder for these algorithms. And as we've seen, that data can sometimes be used in ways that we may not necessarily agree with or even be aware of. So what does all this mean? It means that as we allow algorithms to shape our choices, we are also allowing them to shape our society in ways that we're only beginning to understand. It's a brave new world out there, and it's one that we need to navigate with caution. As algorithms shape our choices, they shape society. Can we reclaim control over our choices in an algorithm-driven world? That's the question we find ourselves grappling with after exploring the profound influence of algorithm-based recommendation systems on our society. We live in a digital age where algorithms act as invisible puppet masters, subtly shaping our behaviors, preferences, and decisions. While this reality might seem overwhelming, it's not a lost cause. There are strategies we can adopt to mitigate the influence of these digital forces and reclaim some of our autonomy. One such strategy is promoting algorithm literacy. Understanding is power, and the more we know about how these algorithms work, the better equipped we are to interact with them. Algorithm literacy isn't about becoming computer scientists overnight. It's about understanding the basic principles that guide these systems. It's about recognizing that the content served to us is not random, but calculated and manipulated for various purposes. Transparency is another key element in our strategy. Companies need to be more open about how they use algorithms. It's crucial for us to know why certain content is being recommended to us, what data is being used, and how our interactions are shaping the algorithms. Transparency fosters trust and enables informed decision-making. Finally, we must emphasize the importance of conscious decision-making. In an algorithm-driven world, it's easy to fall into the trap of passivity, letting the algorithms do the choosing for us. But we must remember that we have the power to make our own choices. We must learn to question, to think critically, and to seek out diverse perspectives. So, let's not be passive consumers in this digital age. Let's be informed, critical, and proactive. Let's take the time to understand how these systems work, to demand transparency, and to make conscious decisions. The world of algorithms is a complex labyrinth, but with the right tools and mindset, we can navigate it more effectively. We can't escape algorithms, but we can learn to navigate them more consciously.